Welcome back. It is 9:12 now this morning. A review of decades of research into potential health effects from radio wave exposure shows that cell phones are not linked to brain cancer. There was concern over the radio waves they emit, which is a type of electromagnetic radiation, and how close they are held to users' heads. Those factors have caused concern for years now that the phones could cause brain cancer. Fox Medical Team's Dr. Mike on his phone this morning. Excuse me, sir. Let's talk about these findings.
I was on my cell phone. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we saw that.
Listen, Natalie. Okay, so here's the deal. They looked at all of the existing data on cell phone use and potential harm to human beings. I'm talking about brain tumors, acoustic neuromas, even leukemias and cancers of the head and neck. They found no association. When they distilled over 2,000 studies, they looked at 63 and did what's called a meta-analysis, which takes all of these studies and really gives you a lot of power, a lot of data, and found no association. So I've been in practice so long, I remember studies and concerns in the past that it might be potentially carcinogenic because of that radio frequency energy. But look, in God we trust, and everyone else show me the data. You have to trust the data. And I really don't see a need for concern here.
Okay, well, that is such a relief. Let's talk about another topic here. Having dense breast tissue can put women at higher risk of breast cancer. I didn't realize this. That is news to me. But it can also make it more difficult to spot cancer on a mammogram. And many women don't even realize this is a significant risk. Well, now all mammography results sent to patients in the United States are required to include an assessment of breast density. Talk about how important this is.
Well, Natalie, I think we've been together. I've been doing this for many, many years. This is probably one of the most important topics to talk about, because not only should women get their screening mammograms, but in addition to the mammogram saying negative, no problem, or we see something, we need you to come back, they're going to have to report on the density of the breast. Now, what does that mean? Well, in most cases, about 4 categories, from extremely dense breasts all the way down to completely fatty or entirely fatty. The more fibroglandular tissue there is, the higher the level of density, which makes it, as you said, harder to find little nodules, little tumors, and increases the risk, because fibroglandular tissue is breast tissue as opposed to fat, which makes you less likely to develop a cancer. So when you get a mammogram, Natalie, when you do your mammogram, you're going to look at that density. If you are in the heterogeneously dense or extremely dense category, I want you to call your healthcare provider and say, look, hey, well, yeah, let's do this. Doctor, or nurse practitioner, PA, listen, I have dense breasts, and I heard on Fox that I might need an additional imaging like an MRI or an ultrasound. And you do that because I have found 6 cancers in women with normal mammograms but dense breasts.
You know,
bottom line.
I'm going to tell you, my concern with this is, are the insurance companies going to pay for that additional testing that needs to be done? Because in my personal case, I have not found that they will. So I'm hopeful that with these new findings, maybe they will start to pay for those additional screenings for us.
Well, Congress, there is a bill in Congress, and I think it's called, I love it, Find It Early, I think is the name of the bill. Perhaps before I die, I can have the government do something together to benefit all of us, all right, and help women. Because if you have dense breasts, you need that additional imaging.
Absolutely.
You need to do it.
Right.
And they should pay for it. Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Mike. You've been enlightening this morning. As always, have the best week ever. We'll see you later.